Arriving back into the area in which I grew up, just south of London, is always a bit of a walk down memory lane for me. I enjoy going back to the places I remember and seeing what's new or how things have changed. The area holds memories for me which I enjoy releasing by revisiting old haunts. It's Paul again from Endless Trail Expeditions, standing in front of my sister's front door. As you can see, it's a little bit difficult to get in and out, but such were the heights of people back in the old days. My sister tells me the original foundation here, or foundation compacted dirt, the original structure was built in the 1400s. It's a listed building, nothing can be changed. I like it that way. Well, here we are in rural England, actually not that far from my sister's house, and indeed not that far from the Houses of Parliament, actually, as the crow flies, maybe 16 or 17 miles or so. Going for a little walk. Yeah, nice sunny morning, supposed to rain in the afternoon, so I thought I'd better get some exercise in the morning. And here's a little, I don't know if you can see it, little bridleway crossing into the field, and off we go. Certainly a long way from Thousand Oaks. Such a different environment. I grew up here and made these walks when I was a little boy. Now I'm not such a little boy anymore. Anyway, as you can see, it's really quite the rural experience. Yeah. Most would agree that the English hold a real passion for things from the past. Some would say that we're even a little quirky at times. Regardless, such an activity was planned for my first weekend in England. My nephew Anthony has a real passion, some might even call it a sickness, for all things related to vintage tractors. And so it was on that Saturday, on a cold, crisp morning, that the family gathered in a field for an event named the Heritage Vintage Tractor Run. And of course I was provided with a tractor from Anthony's huge collection to putter through the country lanes of southeast England and to negotiate muddy farm tracks. It was such fun. Tractor show, tractor run, vintage tractor run. Pretty awesome. Field marshal behind me. They also call it the thumper. The Heritage Vehicle Transportation Show. Should be a really nice day, a bit windy. Look how popular these events are. Really popular. Look at that queue behind me. I have to admit that the first couple of weeks in England was really painful for me, worrying about Bat, where he was, and what, if any, progress he was making on his journey towards England. Fortunately, there are many pleasant distractions here, and now we were off to another quirky event, the Heritage Vehicle Transportation Show. Basically a massive display of vehicles, old and not so old, along with a miscellaneous associated collection of paraphernalia that includes even old bus tickets for sale to collectors. Back at the show, and just look at all these lovely buses. Just look at them all. And as with all great fun activities, we finished the day with a pint at this pub. That morning, I awoke as normal and made my way to my sister's kitchen for morning breakfast, etc. Suddenly, my brother-in-law Tim appeared
and told me about the news that the Baltimore Bridge collapsed and how Bat is probably trapped in the harbour there. This would have indeed been an absolute disaster for me, as I was already in the UK and thus would have had to flown back to the US and somehow extract Bat from the port and drive him to another port for reshipment to the UK. However, while I'd been expressing frustration to my family for days about exactly how long it had been taking for Bat to be collected off the quay in Baltimore, what they did not know at that time is that I'd been using a marine tracker to follow movements of the ship designated to transport Bat to the UK, and that at just hours beforehand my ship had finished loading, left the quay and passed under the same Francis Scott Bridge. As it turned out, my ship had passed under that bridge 2 hours before the Dali container ship lost power and hit the bridge. One of my friends later wrote to me that same morning and said, and I quote, "You just dodged a bullet." Slowly, my ship made its way to Liverpool, and my good friend Andy, whom I've known since we were both 7 years old in school, kindly drove me to Liverpool, where we enjoyed a few beers and something to eat the night before picking up Bat on a rainy morning the following day.
Well, here we are in Liverpool Port. Never thought this day would come, but we are in the UK. Here's Bat. It's pouring with rain, and and there's the big Atlantic Star. Awesome, absolutely awesome. There's some British Army trucks there behind me. You can kind of see them. Yeah, we're here. We made it. Well, I think the truck's all here. Looks okay. I don't see any damage. There's the big ships. Roll on, roll off. That's where we're at. Atlantic Star. It's a pretty miserable day here in Liverpool, pouring with rain. But yeah, we're here. We are here. Anyway, I'm going to go off and check in, get a sign off so I can get out of the port, and we're on our way.
While transporting a vehicle on a ship across the ocean, regulations are such that it cannot have more than a quarter of tank of fuel. For one reason or another, Bat had less than an eighth of a tank, so my first priority after leaving the port security gate was to pump just over 400 litres of expensive UK diesel at £1.55 per litre and head south. And then, after what seemed like a small lifetime, I arrived at my sister's house and settled into a beautiful camp location. But that, my friends, is the story for another time.